brutal trail. Like, they decided this was the best surface. Brutal.
Well, we ended up with this randomly dry section and a dry camp tonight when we're used to having water everywhere. So we are carrying probably some of the heaviest packs that we've had between the bear can, 4 days of food, and a couple liters of water. Postmaster theorized maybe about 30 pounds, which we fully realize that we are weenies, and that is not that much by most people's standards, but it feels like a lot right now.
I calculated I'm carrying at least 14 pounds of food and water right now. My pack is brutally heavy.
It's day 27, and we made it through Tuolumne Meadows yesterday, which was one of those spots on trail that we didn't really know how we were going to do it, but it worked out thanks to Postmaster and Mike back home and a little bit of luck. We got a resupply at the post office, and the campground just happened to open up on August 1st, which was a few days ago. So we had a place to stay, and one of our boxes went missing in the world, but we just stayed an extra few hours and were able to get all of our resupply, and then we hiked out. Postmaster?
Big thanks to the postmaster, Michael, at the post office there. He's really an amazing human being, really cool, and he decorates every box with artwork. Hey friend. Oh.
At first I thought that this was our lake lunch destination, and I was a little sad, but it's not. This is our actual lake lunch destination, which I much prefer. Love. Alright, 1, 2, 3. Surprised that was a video. We're halfway up this long, hot, technical afternoon climb, and I am having a real hard time getting excited about it. Normally I like climbs, but this one is just obnoxious. I dunked my shirt in the river, and that's been helping. So we'll see how it goes, but so far, not loving Benson Pass. Whew. This pass is like a 12% grade. It's kicking my butt. Benson Pass, 10,100 feet. Felt like a lot more. Didn't love it. we are ending today with a bit of a choose your own adventure because the PCT does this weird, really pointless up and down thing here, and Postmaster looked at his maps and decided that he can cut the trail and save like 1.5 miles if he bushwhacks. And he studied up really hard and he's very good at things, so I trust him that he's not going to die. But I am doing the trail, he's doing the bushwhack, and we're going to meet at camp in a little bit, hopefully. In a really fun turn of events, I immediately lost the trail and had to backtrack, so I hope Postmaster's doing better than I am.
Today's been a pretty tough day for us both, but it's hard not to be happy with stunning views like this.
I think this little strip of green is where Postmaster came down, or is coming down. It looks doable, especially for him. I am betting that Postmaster is gonna be done before me. This has not been the easiest or fastest or most straightforward trail, just like the rest of the day today. But I hope he's there lounging at camp, because that means that his adventure was easy and fun and safe. How was your adventure?
It was really spicy.
Really spicy.
Beautiful views. Really complicated. I saved 2 miles, 300 vert in a half hour, I guess, but not advised to anyone to do.
Oh, not advised.
If I didn't have pants, I'd be all cut up.
Okay.
It was tricky. It was a fun adventure for me, but there's a lot of lethal, routes that people could take. I'm lucky I had other apps to help me, because our normal far out would never have worked. But it was a fun adventure, and we're here.
Well, after our choose your own adventure end to our day, Postmaster got us this lovely site, which has views in all directions. But besides the non-hiking parts of today, they were wonderful. Today was hard and not my favorite hiking day. Postmaster and I disagree on what we think of this area. I think it's lovely, but kind of monotonous. Postmaster loves it.
It's beautiful. What a great end to a really difficult day. I mean, look at this. It's crazy. Crazy views. We did 19 or 20 miles today.
Just a hair shy of 20.
Over 4,000 vert. But it was brutal trail. It was steep and technical. And we ended the day with a huge technical climb, which even Forerunner was struggling with, which is rare. Mm-hmm. And it was something that I realized as we watched other people's journey on the PCT on YouTube. Sometimes they'll do the exact same hike or section that we did and have a great time or a terrible time, the opposite of ours. And it really just depends on time of day, your energy, the weather, the snow, whatever. So it was a tough day.
My takeaway that I wanted to discuss today is that when we cover the vert, I feel like we really do not fully express the vert, because we never talk about descent. You know what I mean? Like, a day with 4,000 feet of vert is not equal to a day with 4,000 feet of vert and 4,000 feet of descent. And today had over 4,000 feet of vert and over 4,000 feet of descent, which is twice as hard as a day with only 4,000 feet of vert. So maybe we should add that to our bullets. Miles, vert, and descent.
Okay, that's yours. You can add that now.
This terrain is beautiful but gnarly. We camped up there at the base of that rock formation, and then we came down to the bottom this morning, and now we are hiking a new pass this morning. We We got a couple miles up to, I think, CB Pass. This terrain really is so intense. Like the fact that we have trails through here at all just blows my mind. We are coming down CB Pass, which isn't really like a pass in the High Sierra sense of the word. It's only 9,100 feet, and it spanned like a mile where there was beautiful lakes, trees, and animals. It was like a magic fairyland up there. I really liked it, but I'm really glad we got that climb done early. It was much more enjoyable than the pass we did yesterday in the heat of the afternoon. And now I'm feeling like I can be optimistic, even though we have a lot of gnarly terrain today. Nice lunch spot by the river today.
Hot today. Hot climb. It's very sweaty.
Mildly wet. Well, since lunch we've had a very steep 800-foot climb followed by a very steep 800-foot descent to come back down where we were, and now we have a 1,200-foot climb that looks to be very steep and hot and exposed, so here we go. This is how we do trails here in Yosemite National Park. Just, throw down a bunch of rocks and call it good.
Had a big climb day.
We're camping at Wanda Lake tonight with beautiful views and the most mosquitoes I think we've seen on trail. They're not terrible, but they are here. Tough day today. It was an okay day though. I felt like I used a lot of my mental strategies, and I'm very proud of myself to not like get too down. Thinking about perspective and how I'm very lucky to be here, especially without snow and many mosquitoes.
Low mosquitoes.
And I'm not going back to work. All those things. I felt like they kept me pretty in a good mood today, even though the terrain was challenging today. We did 2 miles less than our goal. We only did about 16.5. It was still over 4,000 up, almost 5,000 down. So that's a lot.
Brutal day. It wasn't like the vert in miles, it was the steepness and technicality.
And the heat.
And it's a heat wave.
Apparently it's a heat wave.
So that was tough for sure. But beautiful campsite, met some nice people here. And yeah, tomorrow night there's a stretch goal of supposedly a really gorgeous campsite up on a ridge that's awkwardly far. So we'll see how my feet and legs are feeling in the morning.
21 miles.
And 4,000 vert. We might push for it.
We'll see. Today's day 29, and Postmaster stopped to poop a while ago and I lost him, so I guess it's just me for now. We have been having a lovely day so far, thanks to the fact that the trail is now flat and normal again, and we can actually walk at a decent pace. Okay, morning update. The mosquitoes have gotten kind of bad. So that has had the side effect of me hiking very fast and trying to escape them. Looks like we'll be following this creek for the entire morning. So we'll report back on if they get better or if I'm just gonna chase them all day. Today I have achieved my first and probably only 10 by 10 of this summer. Thanks to a perfect storm of us getting on trail early, easy trail, fairly flat terrain, and just enough mosquitoes to make me not want to stop all morning.
You are so cute. Hey there, fish. How was your swim? What did that helicopter drop in the water?
It's a food drop for the trail workers.
Hey look, I'm not in Yosemite National Park anymore. Forgive me.
As we leave Yosemite, my thoughts are that it was beautiful, if a little bit monotonous. I enjoyed the scenery, but I did not enjoy the hiking for various reasons. How about you?
Stunning beauty, really difficult trail, old trail, like you can tell, was designed in the 20s and 30s when standards were different. I liked Yosemite a lot.
Oops, I don't think I got any footage of our cute little lunch spot by Lake Harriet. Okay, curmudgeon, I know that this does not mean anything personally to us, but it's still a fun waypoint and a fun celebration. We haven't had a ton of views today, but when we do get views, it's really cool to see the change from the trees going out of granite like we had in Yosemite to these like reddish cliffy hills that are coming up. So this bridge was apparently damaged a while ago, but I guess nobody cares and it's all good. Ugh. Well, never did I ever think that I would be climbing a hill in the Sierra with 5 liters of water on my back, but that is the situation. There's apparently no water between here and Sonora Pass, and we wanted to go up the hill to this campsite that looks cool, maybe. So Postmaster just patched the CNOC, which had a hole in it. I have it on the side of my pack, and I'm gonna be hauling way too much weight up this hill for the next 3 miles.
Yeah, it's a stark transition from Yosemite, huh?
I love it. I think this is better. No offense, Yosemite. I think our campsite is up there somewhere on the ridge. There's Postmaster. I think this is gonna be home for the night. Do a recap today by the light of the sunset with Yosemite in the background. Say hi, Yosemite. All right, miles in vert. You just looked it up.
We did 22 miles over 4,000 vert, and that was our stretch goal to get to this epic campsite. It was a really challenging day, one of the hardest end of the days hikes I've ever had, but really rewarding.
It was so cool. I loved it. I mean, this is one of our coolest campsites that we've had. And yes, we had to push for over 20 miles to get here and a lot of vert, and the end of the day was crazy, but I think it was worth it.
Oh, it was totally worth it.
Rodents?
3 hours.
Today's day 30 and we are packing up our campsite, which was one of my top 3 of the trail, I think. I really love this campsite. We have 8.3 miles to get to Sonora Pass, mostly downhill, and we are finally getting some accommodations. We haven't had any like non-tent accommodations since we left the tramily, I think. Like, we haven't had hard walls.
It's been weeks and we splurged for a cabin.
So we are going to have actual accommodations at Kennedy Meadows North, which we're very excited about. We're gonna take a 0 and rest, and then we only have one more resupply after this. It's insane, I tell you. Postmaster and I are doing another choose your own adventure here for the last couple miles down to Sonora Pass. There's a little shortcut that cuts off a mile or so, and it looked kind of steep, so I decided not to do it. I'm just gonna do the normal trail. He's doing the shortcut, and we'll meet at the parking lot, which in hindsight, this took a lot of willpower for me, I think, because this has been a solid 4-day brown blaze, and it was one of the longest sections of trail, I think, with no bathrooms. So I am very excited to get to that bathroom. Here we go.
It's beautiful though.
Yeah. We made it! All right, Postmaster. So section I of the PCT was from Tuolumne Meadows to Sonora Pass. And I think we both had a really hard time with our I words because it took you full days to think of yours. And I kind of struggled too. Do you want to go first?
Sure, I'll go first.
Oh,
this
he's
time.
going first. Okay. I can't wait to hear it.
With the help of Google, I came up with a word. I went with iconic because most of it's in Yellowstone National Park, which is this like renowned, iconic place. So much so that every single pass, no matter big or small, is named. It was like very clear that in the 1910s, 20s, and 30s, that the white guys that
And their daughters.
the white guys that at the time worked at the park or around the park, named a pass after themselves, and then they named all the lakes after their wives or daughters. It's like consistent across Yosemite.
That's weird.
But the moment you leave Yosemite, the passes are just unnamed again. So it's really iconic.
My word was incline, mostly because I think we were both really excited for like normal trail after we got off the JMT, and we were not expecting the grade through Yosemite. It was very steep and not our favorite. So unfortunately, yeah, we had a lot of incline to hike during section I.